Aaron Rodgers goes crazy after throwing 4 interceptions to Kirby Joseph. I'm joking, but some people think that Aaron Rodgers is losing it up there a little bit. They think he's kind of going crazy, and the whole fate of the Packers franchise and Aaron Rodgers' career is in the hands of the boogeyman. I'll get to Aaron Rodgers fighting the boogeyman in a second, but first let's start off with Aaron Rodgers' astrology Zoom call, and yes, Kirby Joseph picked off Aaron Rodgers 4 times. Haters will say I'm wrong.
But then you were like, bada bing, bada boom. You like, yeah, you like to swear, you like to do this. I was like, yeah. I mean, some people would know that stuff, but then you said some more like real pointed stuff about how I show up in the world, how I operate, you know, and a lot of that shows up in my chart with, you know, Sun conjunct Jupiter and Mercury conjunct.
There you are. We've been doing this for the last 6 days. See in the middle of the circle where the numbers are, there's 0 to 12. So in the 8th house, he has 5 planets. So that's the first standout. That's why I walked up to him and said, you're a secret keeper, because he lives very deep inside himself. He's the kind of personality type that can make a straight face and you don't know what he's thinking.
Aaron Rodgers has gone full teenage girl on us. I'm 3 parts Aquarius, but I'm also like 2 parts Jupiter conjunction because my personality type is the 5th ring.
That describes today, for example, the sun's in Aquarius. When he was born, the sun was in Sag. But look at right next to his sun is this electrical right there. It looks like an electrical antenna system. It's called, it just sounds bad. It's called Uranus. I don't like saying the word, but anyway. And it describes someone who cannot follow. So can you talk about that, Aaron?
Their conversation goes on for a lot longer. It looks like they had fun. I'm not gonna really talk anything about it. I just thought it was funny that they're talking about Aaron Rodgers is on a Zoom call with some lady talking about astrology. That's kind of comical, right? I'm just trying not to be a dick. I tease him a little bit. Yeah, I honestly, my opinion is, which I don't give out on this channel because I don't share my opinion and I have an unbiased YouTube channel. Go check out all my other sports videos. My opinion is that I don't really understand all the astrology things. Saying your personality or what you do is based off what month you're born. I think that's what it is. I don't understand it, but maybe there's more and I'm just ignorant and I don't understand it. But do whatever you want to do. Now we are at the section of Aaron Rodgers fighting the boogeyman. He's on the Pat McAfee show and he talks about going on a 4-day darkness retreat.
You know, to take my my isolation retreat, just to be able to contemplate all things my future, and then make a decision that I feel like is best for me moving forward and in the highest interest of my happiness, and then move forward.
What's isolation retreat? We're just going into a cave?
Are you not going to talk? You're not going to speak? One of those things?
Yeah, is it just you in there? And if you're just in there alone, do you know how many days you're in there? Are you taking an iPad, a book? Are we able to reach you?
Man, Pat McAfee, I'm so thankful for him. He's just the funniest, right?
4 nights of complete darkness.
What? You go to Alaska?
Not Alaska, no. I've been to Alaska. That's a beautiful state.
Are you locked in?
You can't tell me that buddy's not already off his drugs right now. He's cheesing when he's talking about Alaska.
Not Alaska, no. I've been to Alaska. That's a beautiful state.
Are you locked in?
Now, since Aaron Rodgers did the hallucinogen ayahuasca, he has reportedly been seeing the hatman. The hatman, if you don't know, is a universal figure or shadow or ghost that haunts you and can usually be seen holding like a dead animal, and Aaron Rodgers said that he saw it seeing a dead rabbit and sometimes he saw it seeing a blade. And this part cracked me up. I was dying. Teammates are concerned for the quarterback, who now fears being in the locker room alone after he claims the lights start flickering and turning off one by one. So apparently, when Aaron Rodgers did ayahuasca, he started seeing the hatman, and the hatman has been haunting him. So now he's gonna go to this darkness retreat and he's gonna finally conquer the hatman and take back his career. Get ready to place your bets on DraftKings. Hatman favored by 1.5 points. And if you don't know, the darkness retreat for Aaron Rodgers, he goes into a room and he's gonna sit in there for 4 days without leaving, and you only eat food. They bring you food and that's it. You just sit there and do nothing. And apparently, like, that will trigger DMT, so he might hallucinate or have some odd experience. He's just gonna sit there with his thoughts and figure out what to do, which I honestly think is pretty cool. That type of meditation, it must be hard and it must really help you connect with yourself and figure some shit out. And I know I always make fun of the Packers and especially Aaron Rodgers because I'm a Lions fan. I have to. It's in my nature, but I don't hate Aaron Rodgers. I feel like there's a lot of shit the Packers do. I kind of have to hate the Packers because I'm a Lions fan, but I try not to be too hateful. I definitely don't hate Aaron Rodgers, but sometimes he can piss me off. That was a irrelevant. Anyway, when he was telling Pat McAfee and his co-host, I forgot his name, about his darkness retreat, they were just so cringe, and just I'm a piece of it together just so you get the experience in like 20 seconds. Man, I'm sorry. I don't like Pat McAfee. I just can't stand him. I apologize. No hate to him, but I just can't stand him.
You're in there. Are you taking an iPad, a book? Are we able to reach you?
There's a two-way,
Mirror?
no, like a little slot that they'll.
Are they recording you and your actions?
How many? So they're the one. So,
Is there a bathroom or are you wearing a diaper?
and does that have like a nightlight, or
Do you wear clothes? What
are
do
you
do?
scared to death?
That's terrifying.
They've done a great job. They've really built up a fantastic show. It's like huge, and they must have to make videos all the time. So maybe they're just exhausted of trying to be funny all the time. I don't know. I just felt that was cringe what they were saying. Like, oh, you can bring a nightlight. I feel like Aaron Rodgers was like really serious about this, and I thought it was pretty interesting and cool. Like, I'd be down to do that someday. I felt like they're just like making fun of him, kind of like just teasing him, like, instead of having like a serious I feel like there's an opportunity there to have a serious conversation with Aaron Rodgers, and that would have been actually interesting, but instead they just had to try to be funny, and just like it felt like high school, like they're just trying to be the funny kids in high school. I don't know, it's just cringe. Sorry, just not my cup of tea. Yeah, that's it. No hate. Now, going back to this, I think this is hilarious that Aaron Rodgers reportedly was scared to be in the locker room alone. He's been fighting the Hatman. Now, I'm gonna be honest here. I've thought about this for a while. Thought about it overnight when I started making this video last night. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is I think this is definitely not true. Definitely, there's no way it's true. It was on like some Wisconsin Today article. No, I've never heard of it before now. If it is true, it's hilarious. But I'm gonna be honest. I don't think this is it's probably not true that he's seen the Hatman. He might have seen it, but I doubt that this report is true that he's scared to be in the locker room alone. I read this last night and I was laughing out loud, but now that I'm finishing this video the next day, I've slept on it, it's probably not true. Like, come on, you really think this is true? I guess you can believe it if you want. I'm gonna choose to believe it because it's funny as fuck. To end it off, I wish Aaron Rodgers a great darkness retreat. I hope he figures some stuff out and really enjoys his time there and defeats the Hatman while he's there. And maybe, I hope he comes back to play more football. I'd hope he plays at Green Bay so the Lions and Kirby Joseph can take him down one more time for the 4th time and 5th time in a row. But if he chooses to go somewhere else, that'd be cool as well.